Welcome to the Workplace Minute, powered by H3 HR Advisors and sponsored by Paychex, one of the leading providers of HR, payroll, retirement, and software solutions for businesses of all sizes. My name is Steve Boese. New research shows the high importance of schedule control to workers. Recently released research from academics at Cornell University and published in the Harvard Business Review makes clear what most of us who have ever worked would agree with. Workers having more control over their work schedules and locations leads to higher engagement, satisfaction, and retention. This kind of research is increasingly important when most organizations try to increase the amount of in-person work for their employees who can work remotely. The Cornell team reviewed survey data from the National Study of the Changing Workforce, a nationally representative sample of 1,516 workers in the United States. The survey contains measures like whether people feel like they have enough time, how much control they have over their work schedule, and how satisfied they are at work and in life. Looking into the data, the research found a few key patterns that can help understand the tension between employees and employers in the conflict over whether and how often employees should be required to return to the office. First, people who had greater control over their time, that is, who had more flexibility in their work schedules, had the highest job satisfaction and overall satisfaction with their lives. Second, those who felt a sense of time scarcity or the lack of time to accomplish their work and their home responsibilities had less satisfaction with their jobs and were less satisfied with their lives. These findings mean that employees who feel that they don't have enough time or control over their limited time, well, they both have negative predictors for their well-being. And the third key finding is that the number of hours people worked was not related to how satisfied people were with their jobs. Overall, these findings suggest a few key things about workers and their experiences in the modern workplace. First, job satisfaction is not just about how much work employees have to do. Some employers have recently been arguing that, quote, nobody wants to work anymore. This research does not support that view of today's workers. It is not the case that employees who work less are more satisfied than those who work more. Rather, the key factor behind worker satisfaction appears to be how much control over their time workers feel that they have. Employees are not resisting the office because they don't want to work or want to work less. Instead, they want to be able to control their time and maybe do some chores between Zoom meetings, for instance, or get more regular exercise instead of spending an average of 10 days per year on a commute. This research backs up what many of us understand intuitively. To meet employees' needs, employers should engage in continuous dialogue with workers to understand their desired degrees of structure and autonomy. Employers can institute workplace policies that create flexibility and control for workers, including remote, hybrid, or asynchronous work options, and leave policies that afford employees more time for their personal lives. In addition to helping employees be more satisfied at work and potentially increasing retention, these types of policies can help organizations become more accessible and equitable. As many organizations continue to define and structure working policies, now is the time to figure out how to grant employees control over their time in ways that can motivate them to do their best work and experience greater satisfaction in work and in life. Work arrangements that grant employees more control and flexibility may not only improve employee well-being, but may also help employers retain the top talent that they've been struggling to keep on board. We will continue to cover these important topics and trends in the world of work here on the HR Happy Hour Media Network. That's it for the Workplace Minute, powered by H3 HR Advisors.